everyone, Tony Winston here for Jazz Piano College. And lately I've been getting up early and doing a YouTube video first thing. And I had a subscriber over on Patreon ask me for this because I had played a little bit of it on one of their videos. And if you haven't subscribed to me on Patreon and you'd like to support the channel for a few dollars a month or more, there's a link down in the description. And also you can, support me on PayPal. One thing I've noticed when I look at the analytics about my channel is that not that many people that watch the videos actually subscribe. The song I'm doing today is Besame, Mucho. I couldn't find very many charts on this. I got one out of the, what is it called? The Great Gig book, which has got a lot of, it's a pretty old book too, so nothing new in here. But here's the chart, and let's go over it real quickly and what I did. I'm going to cover a little bit of reharm, a little bit about the chords. That's it. So now it says G minor 6th. I went to G minor, then added the 6th because it gave me a little kind of melodic thing in the middle there. And this is drop 2. If you can do this with major or minor chords. You just go up the scale like this, and you use a diminished chord in between each of the chord tones like this. So that's what I did. And you can take the second note and drop it an octave, and then you have what's called drop 2, and you can get rid of the doubled note, and then you have pretty nice chord voicing. And then I went to kind of a suspension on G minor. I kept the F down the whole time and just moved those 2 notes down because I like that. And then it says G minor major 7th, which I guess you could put in there, but I don't think that's really true to the original. So I just did my own thing there. Just put a little bass line in. And then you could maybe put a quick 5 chord in there to get back to G minor for the melody here. F sharp diminished. And again, I'm kind of using that drop 2 idea, but. And here, I did this chord. Now this is a minor 7th with a flat 5, E minor 7 flat 5, and one of the allowable tensions, you can add a 9th or a flat 9 or a 9th. Third's already there. Of course, you can't add that third. You could add an 11 to this chord. The B flat's already in it, so you can't put the 5 in because we flatted the 5. You can put the 13 in there. Then it's kind of like a C7th chord, but not really. And then this is a note that people don't realize that is a permissible, allowable tension that you can put on the chord. So I used that. And then had some contrary motion going on there. I just kind of futzed around with this the other day, and that's what I came up with. So from the G minor. And this turnaround is just for this chart. You could do anything there. You could go. I like to put those little tango kind of things in there sometimes. And one thing I kind of was doing the other day, just to get back to D minor, was doing stuff like. Because I heard my new favorite piano player, Peter Martin, over there on the Open Studios channel. That's another good channel to subscribe to, by the way. And, they do give lessons and have some courses that you could purchase. But anyway, I was, he does this Friday night concert every week for about an hour on solo piano. And let me tell you, there's a wealth of good pianistic ideas going on there. He's really an amazing pianist. But anyway, I noticed he was doing this to get to certain chords, kind of going chromatically in opposite directions there. I thought that was cool. Anyway, so let's just take it from the top again, and then we'll start talking when we catch up to where we were. That's something I didn't do. You can do a real wild suspension there if you want to. I'd save that for later in the arrangement. Now you could just go to A minor there and then to the D. And I put some tensions in there, altered tensions, and then resolve them. And once again, that same suspension. And now here on the D minor, I reharmonize going to the B flat with an F. All right, this is a common turnaround anyway. So, and that's a nice open voicing for, you call that F13. It's an F7th chord with a 13 in there. So, and here the chart just has a C, but it is C sharp. I checked a couple recordings and another chart, and I just think that's a misprint there. So, so I like B minor, 7 flat 5, and that's the 11 up on top. That's the melody. I think that's a cool chord. It's like a major 7th with the sharp 11. Of course, the melody is that, so I don't know what I'm doing there. And then we just go back to the beginning and notice that the song is in A-B-A form. There's no repeat of the A section. So it's kind of nice for that reason too. So once again, thank you for watching the video, and please subscribe. So many people, I think, watch it and don't subscribe. And, you know, it doesn't cost anything, obviously. Just hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when I put out my next video, which is probably going to be the one playing a lot of standards in the key of E. So check that out, and I'll see you all again real soon, and thanks for all the support. Bye-bye.